Chapter 2254 Fight Over Sane. Chapter 2254 Fight Over Sane. Jin Bingyu finally understood the conflict between Yi Mo and Dongfang Wang. She grabbed Yi Mo's hand apologetically. Yi Mo, sorry, I didn't know that person had conflict with you. I once gave him some immortal crystals. If I knew earlier, I would have annihilated him with a fireball. Jin Bingyu's words cut apart Dongfang Wang's tiny hopes into pieces like a knife. His heart was bleeding. When Jin Bingyu gave him cultivation resources as an immortal king, she became Dongfang Wang's goddess. No matter how calculated he was, the deepest part of his heart was etched with Jin Bingyu's name. Even though he was primordial essence, divine emperor, Jin Bingyu was irreplaceable in his heart. Zhantai didn't mind Jin Bingyu's words and smiled to the guests. Welcome, immortal friends of different races coming to my primordial essence ceremony. Please forgive me for any inconveniences. Yi Yuanzhou, for some reason, didn't keep talking to Yi Mo and saluted with his fist too. Guests, please have a seat. Other than our saint's primordial essence ceremony, there's one more thing today. I believe everyone knows that the demon race is willing to join up with all the races and wants to use this opportunity to find a Tao partner for Yi Saint. With this, there was immediately a round of applause. The only one who didn't clap was Yi Mo and Jin Bingyu. Immortal friend, Yi don't seem too happy. Do you have something against the demon race? Everyone was clapping, but immortal friend Yi did nothing. Fan Gao didn't let go of any chance to draw hatred towards Yi Mo. Yi Mo glanced at Fan Gao. What's my happiness got to do with you? You just want to provoke a fight between me and Yi Yuanzhou. If you can provoke Yi Yuanzhou to attack me, then you win. Yi Yuanzhou was calm, but his heart was burning with fury. He wanted to kill Yi Mo immediately. At the same time, he hated Fan Gao. Fan Gao thought very well, but Zhuge Tianhua didn't understand him. He glared coldly at Dongfang Wang. Everyone knew he was a pair with the saint, but now the demon race saint was sitting with this nobody. This was a slap to his face. How could Zhuge Tianhua take this? At this moment, Dongfang Wang got up. He first saluted to Yi Yuanzhou and then said, I've long loved Saint Yi. However, her beauty is unparalleled. Beauty unparalleled? How come I see someone prettier than her here? Tang, so mean sneered. Zhantai Yi's face was very calm, but her heart wasn't. When Yi Mo was titled Eternity Immortal King, she knew Yi Mo wasn't ordinary. She had made up her mind to not fall behind Yi Mo too much and at least be able to help him. Later on, she got the Jiufan 9 Lotus Sutra. As her cultivation level grew, Yi Mo's status in her heart grew ordinary. When she became Demon Saint and learned some of the Tao waves of Three Birth Chant, she realized that Yi Mo's accomplishments came from Three Birth Chant. At this moment, Yi Mo was no different to an ordinary person in her heart. Anyone who got Yi Mo's cultivation method would have such accomplishments. Yi Mo and Ding Jie were the same, just an ordinary friend. The divine Tao realm was broken, and she had been cultivating in the demon race. The human race didn't matter much to her. Zhantai didn't know that the Jiufan 9 Lotus Sutra was originally a demon race divine sutra. It was called Jiufan 9 Demon Sutra. It was obtained by a talented immortal emperor of the Jiufan Immortal Pond. When he saw it, he immediately knew this sutra wasn't suitable for immortal realm cultivation. But she knew this demon sutra was too powerful and it was a waste to abandon it. She relied on her extreme talent to change the sutra into Jiufan 9 Lotus Sutra. After she started cultivating it, she realized she underestimated this demon sutra. She still couldn't completely control it. In order to not let this sutra go to waste, nor let herself destruct, this immortal emperor left and went to find the Jiufan Fire Lotus. She wanted to use it to cultivate the sutra. When this immortal emperor found the lotus, she already couldn't suppress the demonic attributes of the sutra. Eventually, she used Great Will to seal herself in the earth abyss fire pond and disappeared. Zhantai found her remains at the bottom of the pond, as well as the lotus and cultivation method. Zhantai had the best talent, and with the lotus and Yi Mo's Three Birth Chant, she progressed rapidly while cultivating the edited sutra. When she reached the demon race, she progressed even faster and the demon race helped her at all costs. Despite having the Lotus and 3 birth chant learnings, Zhantai changed greatly after cultivating the sutra. Demon race cultivation method was about self. In any situation, oneself was the main character. When Zhantai was with Yemo and Dingjie, the two were helped by Yemo, so Yemo was the main character. She never thought of going higher than Yemo, but as she grew stronger, her character changed even greater. Now that she reached primordial essence, she didn't look down on Yemo, but she didn't consider Yemo as someone stronger than her. When she first saw Yemo, she was happy, but when she saw Jin Bingyu next to Yemo, she immediately went cold. In her subconsciousness, Yemo should come next to her like Dongfang Wang. Tang Tsongyi meant that Jin Bingyu was prettier than her. How could she stay calm? Zhuge Tianhua's attention had been fixated on Zhantai. He saw all her emotions and was about to stand up to talk. However, before he could, the primordial essence divine emperor next to Zhantai, he said, "No matter what other people say, Sani is the best in my heart. Because I'm not the only one who can see her excellence. So many prodigies from different races came this time. Dongfang Wang is willing to go through all of you." Immediately, everyone knew there was a good show to watch. People wondered who Dongfang Wang would challenge first. Dongfang Wang suddenly turned to Yemo. "Pill Divine Yi, I've long heard of your big name. Dongfang Wang will go through you first." Dongfang Wang wanted to kill Yemo, and Yemo wanted to kill him too. However, Yemo didn't want to fight with him here. He was certain that Dongfang Wang had good things on him. He would need to find a place with no one. Zhuge Tianhua long wanted to talk. He couldn't resist getting up. "Immortal friend Dongfang, I love Sani greatly too. How about I fight with you first?" With this, people immediately felt bewildered. They didn't understand why Zhuge Tianhua stood up for Yemo. Even if he was to challenge Dongfang Wang, it should be after Dongfang Wang fought Yemo. Fan Gao's face was extremely bleak. He didn't expect this. Yemo sat and didn't move. He knew why Zhuge Tianhua asked to fight first. Zhuge Tianhua was ranked second on the divine rank when he was Tao Essence. He was pretty much peerless in Tao Essence. Now that he reached primordial essence, he thought he was peerless too. Dongfang Wang had no fame. What if he relied on pills to reach primordial essence? Zhuge Tianhua was scared of Yemo killing Dongfang Wang, and he wouldn't have a chance to fight. He was going to shower his power in front of Zhantai. In that case, please do. Zhantai acted as though their fights had nothing to do with her. If you find any errors, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know so we can fix it as soon as possible. Tip: you can use left, right, A and D keyboard keys to browse between chapters. Chapter 2255, Dongfang Wang's Power. Chapter 2255, Dongfang Wang's Power. In the middle of the guest palace was a spacious short stage. Zhuge Tianhua stood on it. Yemo knew that this was a space restriction. It seemed only 40 meters wide, but it might be 4 kilometers wide. After Zhuge Tianhua reached primordial essence, his Tao waves flowed freely. He was already handsome, so as soon as he stood on the stage, he immediately caught everyone's eyes. Dongfang Wang stood up and saluted with his fists to everyone, and then to Zhantai before walking to the stage. Dongfang Wang looked calmer than Zhuge Tianhua, but his temperament was far weaker than Zhuge Tianhua. Zhuge Tianhua waved his hand, and a white jade flute appeared in his hand. Treasure-dropping white jade flute. Many guests exclaimed. Yemo had heard of this magic artifact. It was a fake primordial spirit artifact. This magic artifact's power was no weaker than ordinary primordial spirit artifact. This flute could create a sound that can smash open a realm domain. Used with spirit sense god art, it was much more powerful than ordinary great god arts. The most powerful part of this flute was that it could disconnect the connection between spirit sense and magic artifact. If spirit sense lost connection to magic artifact, the magic artifact was pretty much for show. Everyone here knew that Dongfang Wang had trouble. The two were both primordial essence divine emperor and just broke through. Under such situation, whoever had the better magic artifact had the advantage. Dongfang Wang looked at the flute in contempt. Immortal friend Tianhua, please attack first. Otherwise, if you lose, people will say, I ambushed you. Zhuge Tianhua didn't mind these words and attacked. Even though the stage was barricaded by restrictions, the guests still heard the ear-piercing sound. It seemed to seep in a sea of consciousness and crush the soul. Despite having many layers of restrictions, this sound was still this terrifying. One could imagine what Dongfang Wang was going through. The flute turned into large pieces of sound beams that materialized and completely enveloped the space Dongfang Wang was in. At the same time, Dongfang Wang smashed out a huge black figure. It instantly turned into an extremely huge mountain. Even the restrictions of the stage were cracking under this mountain. It was as though this mountain was too heavy and would crush the restrictions here. Yi Mo's eyes narrowed. This was definitely the world mountain of the Truth Fall Forbidden Grounds. He didn't expect Dongfang Wang to have it. It's world mountain. Zhao Dan's eyes lit up, but then he said, this is the piece that disappeared. Clearly, Zhao Dan knew the world mountain was in the nether realm. It seems this person might have a spirit item too. Tong Tsongyin's tone became serious. Yi Mo calmed down. He knew that the world mountain attracted spirit items. After leaving the nether realm, it would attract a spirit item to grow on it. Due to this attribute, the world mountain could be made into the divine Dao realm world meridian. That way, the divine Dao realm would be more stable and God's spirit items would grow better. Bitter bamboo was growing on it before. Crack! An explosion seeped out from the restriction. Zhuge Tianhua's white flute beams and sounds were instantly smashed by Dongfang Wang's world mountain. The world mountain was too heavy despite being just one corner. Zhuge Tianhua was extremely shocked. He had been peerless, and never once was he in the lower hand at the start of the battle. This Dongfang Wang was too terrifying. He was certain that if Dongfang Wang competed for divine rank first, he would be third regardless. Despite this, Zhuge Tianhua wasn't scared. He waved out a spinning space in his hand and smashed out. Space God Art. He wanted to use this spinning space law to suppress the world mountain. At this moment, a faint Buddhist light came out from below the world mountain. Seeing this Buddhist light, Zhuge Tianhua dazed. He felt this demonic killing intent, but also this holy Buddhist light. A thought rose in his mind. He needed to stop and get hit by this demonic killing intent to become a real Buddha. This feeling was too strange. Zhuge Tianhua immediately knew this was wrong. He was going to forcefully space the space before him, but the world mountain was too heavy. Even his spinning space was crushed. Spurge! Blood mist flashed, and Zhuge Tianhua's soul was annihilated. Dongfang Wang waved his hand and took the world mountain and Zhuge Tianhua's belongings. Many guests suddenly sprung up. Zhuge Tianhua was this powerful, and he was killed in such a short time, but someone unheard of. Fan Gao stood up with fuming eyes. He wanted to go up immediately and kill Dongfang Wang, but he knew he was no match for Dongfang Wang. Even the rest of the primordial essence divine emperors looked at Dongfang Wang in shock, not understanding how there was such a powerful primordial essence divine emperor. Even Zhao Dan showed some concern. Tang Tsongyin was silent. She knew she was no match for Dongfang Wang. Dongfang Wang stood in the center of the stage and said to Yi Mo, City Lord Yi, today, I'm fighting for Zhantai Yi. I want to see City Lord Ye's God Art. Yi Mo got up calmly, as you wish. Everyone looked at Yi Mo in shock. Dongfang Wang showed such power, and Yi Mo dared to agree to fight. How bold was he? Was the news true? Did Yi Mo really kill those 4 primordial essence divine emperors? Dongfang Wang said calmly, we both know Zhantai Yi. If we fight here, it would hurt her regardless of who won. Plus, we can't use our full power with the restrictions here. Why don't we go to the void? Very well. As you wish again. Yi Mo knew what Dongfang Wang was thinking. He guessed that he had good things too. Saint, wait here for me. I'll be back soon. Dongfang Wang walked out and smiled at Zhantai Yi. Zhantai Yi smiled and said nothing. Yi Mo just wanted to talk, but he saw Zhen Bingyu smile. Yi Mo, you go first. I will wait for you here. Just come back quickly. Yi Mo knew what Zhen Bingyu meant. She was slapping Dongfang Wang's face. Dongfang Wang spoke to Zhantai Yi, but she ignored him. Meanwhile, Zhen Bingyu spoke to Emo, first saying she would wait for him. Dongfang Wang's smile immediately dropped bleak. She didn't know why Zhen Bingyu was confident that Emo wouldn't be killed by him. Emo wanted to take Zhen Bingyu away, as he didn't feel safe leaving her alone here. Seeing this, Tang Tsongmin smiled. Pill Divine, you just go, Sister Bingyu is so nice, she will be fine. She was telling Emo that no one will touch Zhen Bingyu with her here. Zhao Dan Monk nodded to Emo. He said nothing, but his intentions were clear. If you find any errors, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know so we can fix it as soon as possible. Tip: you can use left, right, A and D keyboard keys to browse between chapters. Chapter 2256 Show Off. Chapter 2256 Show Off. Dongfang Wang studied Zhen Bingyu. He really wanted to know how she would look at him after he killed Emo and came back. Thinking about this, Dongfang Wang walked out of the guest palace and tore open the space before him. Emo wanted to kill Dongfang Wang more desperately. He saluted with his fist to Zhao Dan and Tang Tsongmin before leaving. No one followed them. Everyone knew what the two were thinking. The two wanted what each other possessed. Everyone knew that regardless of who won, those who went to sea would have no good fate. Yuanzhou saw Emo and Dongfang Wang tear open space on the demon raceland. His face was calm, but his heart was furious. He only saw Dongfang Wang's power today. He just realized that he was no match for Dongfang Wang at all. Since Dongfang Wang dared to tear open space here, clearly, he didn't take the demon race nor him seriously. As for Emo, he didn't feel that angry. Emo was always cocky and tore open space in the dragon race. How could he give face to the demon race? Who are you to Emo? Zhantai Yi asked Zhen Bingyu. Zhen Bingyu smiled. I'm his Dao partner. You're lying. Zhantai Yi knew Zhen Bingyu was still a virgin, but she couldn't really say this, as she was a virgin too. Zhen Bingyu put away that calm smile. Whether or not I'm lying has nothing to do with you. I didn't ask you to believe me. Fan Gao suddenly asked Goddess Bingyu that Dongfang Wang has world mountain and powerful god arts. Aren't you worried about Emo at all? Why would I worry about him? Zhen Bingyu asked. Everyone knew Fan Gao wanted to scout for some information, but Zhen Bingyu's counter-question made him at a loss for words. Emo, on Earth, just because you were a cultivator, you abused the Dongfang family like a dog. Today, I will let you understand what it feels like to be a dog. Dongfang Wang said hideously at Emo. His seeping killing intent was going to tear open the surrounding void. You will soon find that even though you're primordial essence, you're still a dog. Emo said calmly. Ha! Dongfang Wang laughed. I'll let you know what peerless is. I, Dongfang Wang, am peerless. When I kill you, I will take your essence spirit to take away Zhen Bingyu. Then, Dongfang Wang smashed out the world mountain. Demon and Buddhist lights swept out millions of ripples, forming a material realm domain. If someone saw this, they would know that Dongfang Wang didn't even use his full power fighting Zhuge Tianhua. Demon Buddhist, Dongfang Wang yelled. This was his strongest god art, Demon Buddhist realm domain. Under such god art, even the most powerful primordial essence would soon fall under the demon Buddhist light. Emo seemed to not see the world mountain coming. He took a step in the void casually and waved his hand, Samsara. Dongfang Wang was shocked seeing Emo ignore his demon Buddhist god art. Before he could release a new god art, the endless flow of time and samsara wrapped around his space, filling his heart and body. At this moment, he saw how proud he was after reaching primordial essence, and then he saw how joyful he was getting the world mountain and Fusang tree. Time flowed like water, but water was heartless. Before he could wake up from his joy, he was swept by the joy of all the Tao fruits he got in the Chaos Star Realm. He saw his excitement of his Tao vindication. He saw that goddess who gave him immortal crystals. These instants flowed away like sand. They were unstoppable and left no traces behind. Luckily, he had greater surprises waiting for him. He saw he got the abstruse yellow orb. He got the #1 divine sutra of the demon race. He saw him fusing the demon and Buddhist Tao. He suddenly saw other people's looks aging with time, while time left less and less marks on him. Wait, other people's time was going forward, but his was going backwards. Fusang Tree swept a green ray that removed the time marks. Dongfang Wang suddenly woke up. He found his world mountain was pressed by a long purple sword. He was in Yimo's realm domain, and he couldn't move at all. What god art was that? Dongfang Wang asked numbly in his shock. He was completely subjugated by Yimo. He could only feel the flow of time. Ages, Yimo said calmly. No matter how peerless Dongfang Wang was, it was meaningless to him. His Tao had surpassed ordinary universe great Taos. He vindicated his own chaos Tao. Ever since he returned from the nether realm, his Tao was becoming perfected. Yimo, I, Dongfang Wang, am peerless, and yet I underestimated you. I hate this. Dongfang Wang's eyes spewed with flames. He didn't feel he was weaker than Yimo. He was subjugated before he even attacked. If he didn't underestimate Yimo, this would never happen. Who had powerful fortune like him? He got abstruse yellow orb. Fusang Tree, the #1 Demon Sutra, Tao fruits. With such powerful fortunes, he was actually captured by Yimo? How could he not go crazy? Yimo suddenly waved out 9 golden bone arrows and a golden bow. The arrows circled around Yimo, but didn't shoot. That powerful lethal force already drained all the surrounding life force. Looking at Dongfang Wang's dazed eyes, Yimo suddenly said, "This is golden arrow of divine extermination. I have all 9 arrows. If I want to kill you with these arrows, you won't survive more than 3 arrows." Then, Yimo released a huge gourd and said, "This is 3 treasure primordial essence gourd, primordial spirit artifact. If I were to kill you with this, you won't last 3 seconds." Then, Yimo waved out a blue flame. This is divine flame blue like morning sky. The #1 flame in the universe. If I were to burn you, you would already be dust. Little Blue looked at Dongfang Wang and said in contempt, "This trash doesn't even deserve me to burn him." Then Yimo waved out more. This is primordial spirit artifact melt space. Primordial spirit artifact chaos gourd. Primordial spirit artifact immortal palace landscape painting. Looking at the dumbfounded Dongfang Wang, Yimo waved out 9 great primordial god runes. These 9 runes completely bound the world mountain and freed Zisu. When Zisu landed on Yimo's hand, Yimo waved, "This is the #1 magic artifact I use, Zisu. I only need 1 strike to kill you. By the way, I just used great primordial god rune. That only takes a second to kill you." Looking at all these things, Dongfang Wang was so shocked he couldn't speak. Yimo didn't use a single of his magic artifact and god arts to subjugate him. Just how big was the difference between them? He thought he was peerless, but now he realized what true peerless was. Sweat trickled down his forehead. He was shocked there was someone as powerful as Yimo in the universe. He finally realized why Yimo didn't even take him seriously. He hated this. Why was he still weaker than Yimo after getting all these treasures? Yimo said coldly, "I have all these things, but I don't show off. You have a mere world mountain, and you dare to show off in front of me." Dongfang Wang spat a big mouthful of blood. He really didn't expect Yimo meant it. Even though he was primordial essence, he was still abused like a dog by Yimo small ginseng. "Look, this is indeed a trash." He couldn't even take it after a few words, and he spat blood? Primordial essence? More like primordial trash. Shadowless commented, "When I just came out, I seem to have heard him saying he was peerless. Is he talking about peerless in spitting blood?" Small ginseng nodded. Dongfang Wang spat another mouthful of blood and sneered at Yimo. "Yimo, you're this powerful, but you still agreed to come fight with me. You call me a show-off, but taking all these things out, you're no better than me." Yimo waved his hand and took back everything before saying, "If I annihilated you at the demon race with a wave of a hand, do you think anyone would dare to act cocky at the divine Tao realm 100 years later?" Dongfang Wang immediately realized what Yimo meant. He opened his mouth for a long time before laughing. "Yimo, I thought I was vicious enough. Today, I realize that I'm nothing compared to you. If you find any errors, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know so we can fix it as soon as possible. Tip: you can use left, right, A and D keyboard keys to browse between chapters. Chapter 2257, Where Are You Finale. Chapter 2257, Where Are You Finale. After repairing the Divine Tao realm, Yemo planned to take his wives to travel the cosmos. So, he planned to weaken every race before he left. The attack on Divine Tao realm 100 years later would be this opportunity. If he exposed his power before the demon race, no one would dare to go to Divine Tao realm. Dongfang Wang laughed like crazy, and his force suddenly rose. Almost in an instant, an explosion tore open the void. The realm domain binding Dongfang Wang was broken. Yemo's god essence giant hand instantly grabbed at the void, while Dongfang Wang's essence spirit and storage ring was grabbed by Yemo. A yellow beam exploded and disappeared from the void. Even Yemo couldn't stop this yellow beam in time. Haha, Yemo. Even if I don't run, you won't be able to get my abstruse yellow orb. Dongfang Wang's essence spirit laughed in Yemo's hand. Yemo just realized that the light that dashed away was abstruse yellow orb. Yemo felt quite regretful. The abstruse yellow orb was a world creation treasure, but Dongfang Wang gave it up. Dongfang Wang was quite powerful to be able to keep his essence spirit after self-destruction. If he wasn't fast, Dongfang Wang wouldn't escaped. Yemo couldn't be bothered talking. His hand crushed and Dongfang Wang's essence spirit turned to dust. After killing Dongfang Wang, Yemo felt a lot more comfortable. The three brothers had been a thorn, and today, he completely removed it. Yemo didn't really care about losing the abstruse yellow orb. He already had enough good things. He was very happy he could kill Dongfang Wang. Yemo took the world mountain bound by great primordial god rune. Yemo was very happy. At least the world mountain didn't escape. Yemo cut with his spirit sense blades, and he opened the restriction of the storage ring. Yemo dazed when he scanned inside. He was dazed not because Dongfang Wang's storage ring was a small world, but there was a person constantly making formation flags and studying formation inside. Yemo immediately took this old man out and asked in disbelief, "Old Lu, how were you captured by Dongfang Wang and making formation flags for him?" Lu Wuhu just realized that the person before him was Yemo. He couldn't react for a long time. After confirming it was Yemo, he said in surprise and joy, "Brother Yi, it really is you. Where is Dongfang Wang, that kid?" "I killed him." Yemo was guessing why Lu Wuhu fell into Dongfang Wang's hands. "You can kill Dongfang Wang?" Lu Wuhu looked at Yemo in extreme shock. Yemo seemed very ordinary. He had seen Dongfang Wang's power with his own eyes. Then he thought of something. "Brother Yi, where is this?" "The void outside the Divine Tao realm." "How were you captured by Dongfang Wang? What formation flags are you making?" Yemo asked. Lu Wu, who was only abstruse immortal. "Why did Dongfang Wang keep him? You vindicated Tao already." Lu Wu, who clearly was no ordinary abstruse immortal. He knew a lot from Dongfang Wang. Then he sighed, "It's all because of that world rock. Dongfang Wang found me through that. After Dongfang Wang knew that I was a forgery master, he gave me many forgery and formation jade slips for me to study. He then took me to a place saying there was Chaos Green Lotus there, but he couldn't go in too. He had a formation that could get the Chaos Green Lotus, but that formation needed hundreds of millions of formation flags. I had to make formation flags for him. If it wasn't for you, I don't know how many millennia I would need to do this for." Yemo just realized. No wonder he couldn't find Lu Wuhu. "How about I send you back to the immortal realm? I build a MOU immortal sect there. I'm going to do some things. After I'm done, I'll come to the MOU immortal sect for you." Yemo said. "You can send me to the immortal realm?" Lu Wuhu asked in surprise and joy. His cultivation level was too low. He felt extremely uncomfortable in the void. Yemo tore open the void and sent Lu Wuhu in. "You'll know when you see it." After sending Lu Wuhu off, Yemo returned to the demon race. When he went in the guest palace, almost everyone got up in shock. Everyone saw Dongfang Wang's power, but Yemo came back safely. Jinbingyu got up immediately. She looked confident, but when Yemo truly returned, she relaxed. Pil Divine Yi, where is Dongfang Wang? Fan Gao asked immediately. Yi Mo ignored the two and saluted with his fists to Jiao Dan and Tang Tsongyin, two immortal friends. You're welcome to be guests at the Divine Dao Realm. I'll be going today. Hearing this, some people who knew Yi Mo all got up. Even Tang Tsongyin couldn't resist asking, Pil Divine Yi. Yi Mo knew what she wanted to ask and smiled. I didn't see. Perhaps left due to some reason. Yi Mo spoke ambiguously. Everyone looked at Yi Mo in disbelief. There was no way Dongfang Wang would leave. Yi Mo didn't care what they thought. He walked up to the green-robed man and said, Your disciple has some conflict with me. I need to ask him a few questions. Zhantai Yi's face changed seeing Yi Mo come back. She also got up saying, Yi Mo, I have a few questions I want to ask you alone. Yi Mo grabbed Feng Kong without the green-robed man's permission. Then, Yi Mo tore open the space in the guest palace and left with Zhen Bingyu. Yi Mo didn't even look at Zhantai Yi once, much less answer her question. The green-robed man's face was green. He got up and saluted with his fist to Yi Yuanzhou before leaving. He didn't tear open space here. As for whether he left to save his disciple or had no face to stay here, no one knew. Zhantai Yi's face went green seeing Yi Mo couldn't be bothered talking to her. She looked at where Yi Mo tore open space for a long while before sitting down dejectedly. In the void, Yi Mo threw Feng Kong on the side and asked coldly, Feng Kong, many years ago, a woman called Ruan Jun went to your Grand Emperor estate. Where is she now? Tell me everything about her. Seeing Yi Mo come back alone, Feng Kong long suspected that Dongfang Wang was killed by Yi Mo. I don't know where she went. I only knew she was an immortal emperor and was heavily injured, and Feng Kong didn't finish and was interrupted by Yi Mo, and you took advantage of her right. Feng Kong couldn't do anything in the wake of absolute power. That was the last word he said before being annihilated. MOU Immortal Sect Main Peak. MOU Peak. Luo Ying, Mu Xiaoyun, Song Yangzhu, Ning Qingxue, Zhen Bingyu, and Su Jingwen stood by Yi Mo's side. They knew that 100 years later, Yi Mo would repair the Divine Dao Realm. The Divine Dao Realm might even have a big battle with many other races. Husband, don't worry. The Divine Dao Realm has many divine emperors too. We're not necessarily weaker than them. Ning Qingxue held Yi Mo's arm and said. They had been with Yi Mo here for a long time, but Yi Mo said nothing. Ning Qingxue thought he was worrying about 100 years later. Luo Ying said softly, he's not worried about that, he's just thinking of some people. Yi Mo looked at them and smiled, I'm scared they won't come 100 years later. Yi Mo then sighed, I just suddenly thought of Yi Xing. I wonder if he's okay, and Ting Ting. Yi Mo then looked into the distant void. There was someone he was most worried and most eager to see. It was the girl who was willing to jump off the building with him. The girl who gave him the Chaos World. It was a girl who was scared of ghosts but wanted to go hunt ghosts. But after reaching Primordial Essence, he still couldn't find any traces of Luo Xian. Luo Xian, where are you? If you find any errors, broken links, non-standard content, etc., please let us know so we can fix it as soon as possible. Tip: you can use left, right, A and D keyboard keys to browse between chapters. You're tuning in to the Warrior Lore YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on this journey to catch the most captivating stories.